Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Arik. Today we're going to be talking about 10 changes that I would like to see in NBA 2k21. Since 2k21 will be on next-gen consoles, and they've said multiple times that they rebuilt the game from ground up, I expect there to be some major changes. And I'm going to talk about what I want, and it's going to be mostly about my team. I'm sorry, but I just don't really play My Career or Park. So let's get into the first one. So the first one is no contracts. Now, I don't know when they will ever stop doing contracts, but I just can't see them ever not doing them. I don't know why, but it's just something 2K holds on, even though everyone in the community hates it and thinks it's really useless. Because just to play with my team, let's say it's all pink diamonds, it's like 5,000 MT. Why should it take 5,000 MT just to play one game with my team? It should be free. I mean, I'm already paying for the team, and then also maybe now for contracts. So I don't know why we need contracts. So the next one is Shark Takeover. Shark Takeover this year is terrible. It does nothing for me. I don't see any difference. I green the exact same amount, maybe a tiny bit better, but not enough to make me excited about Shark Takeover. Slashing Takeover is good. Playmaking Takeover is pretty good. Lock Takeover is pretty good. All the takeovers except Shark are pretty good. I don't know why, but last year they had it good. You wouldn't miss wide open if you had Sharp takeover, which it should be. So I think they need to fix that. Just go back to 2K19, and that's how it should be. So the third change I would like is better servers. Since they're all getting us hyped about next gen, how it's going to be rebuilt, I expect the servers to be good. I don't want any more trying to reconnect, finding players. I don't want any of that. No more error codes. I want it to be nice and smooth, no more lag spikes. I want the servers to be stable. They haven't been stable for a few years. The auction house has been up and down. You can't even buy players sometimes. This year, last year you couldn't. So I would like to see them just have stable servers. I mean, that should be their #1 priority. So the fourth change I would like is regarding the auction house. There's two things. The speeds at which you can scroll through the players. I get why they lowered the speeds, because they want you to look at every single player, and it takes a little longer, so sniping is a little worse. But I like faster speeds. It makes sniping more fun. You can scroll all the way to the right and look for maybe that one that pops up at the 4-hour mark. It's just more fun that way. The second thing about auction houses is the tax. I get why taxes, because they need to regulate the flow of MT, but a 10% tax is a little much. I think 5% would be really good. So I would just like them to lower the tax, not necessarily take away the tax at all, just lower it. So the next change I would like is position locks. Position locks were introduced this year, but they kinda not really promised us that there wouldn't be any more point guard Giannis, point guard Kirilenko, Hito. But there's Hito, there's Giannis, and probably Kirilenko in a few weeks. So I feel like they just made it a way to get more money, put the same players in different packs, just with different positions. I mean, they got 2 sets of position, out of position packs, so I think these were just for 2K. These were just put in for 2K to get more money, and I don't see why it helps us at all, and it just limits the game even more. So I think position locks need to go. So the next change is I want weekly challenges to like have more of an incentive to play it. No one ever plays it. I mean, maybe some people do, but most people don't even bother playing it because the reward is so bad. Now, like the few weekly challenges that they put out are pretty decent. There's one where you only have to like play one game and you get 2000 MT. That's not too bad. But the ones where you're like 5 games and you get 2000 MT, that's terrible. And that was the bulk of the weekly challenges for the whole year, really. So I would like them to change that. The next thing is I would like a new unlimited game, not a sweaty, like kind of just a relaxed, nice, chill new game mode that's for casual players, just to try out a new player, try out their team, and then once they get used to that team, then they can go into unlimited, then they can get competitive, and then like sweat it out. But right now 2K doesn't have that. Triple Threat is a really good game mode, but unlimited is just a little too sweaty that I don't even bother playing it, and I know a lot of people don't like playing it. So my next change I would want is a new vault. I think ball drops are pretty good. They need to speed up a little, but if they can make the vault just a ball drop, that would be really good. The vault is like weird. It's weird to predict what you're gonna get because it's totally random. At least the ball drop, you can see what you're gonna get. You can kind of change. You have a little bit more power than the vault. The vault just gives you something or it gives you nothing. You don't get to choose. So I think they need to change the vault a little bit. I don't know what, but just make it have better odds or let us control it a little more like the ball drop. So the next change I would want is to change the contests. I think contests are so weird. You could go for a wide open layup and get like a 90% covered, but then the next play go down, shoot a layup, 3 people jump at you, and you still are only 10% covered. I don't get it, but they need to change that system. I think it should be pretty simple. I think just, let's say you get a heavy contest, it should just be minus 60% that you're gonna make it. It's not very hard. Let's say you have a Deadeye badge, you get plus 10% that you would make it. It seems pretty simple. I don't know why they made it so difficult on themselves, but I think if they do something simple like that, it would make it much more predictable and cause people less rage about the varying percentages. Now the next thing I think is already confirmed to be in 2K21, but it's free agents. They are totally useless even at the start of the game. They don't help anyone really. They only play 5 games and they discard for nothing. So they're just a random limited card that isn't even that good. So I don't know why it's in the game. They're just filler cards and they should be taken out. I know they're in 2K21, but hopefully they'll realize it in 2K22. Now the last thing that I want to be changed in 2K21 is the animations. I hope they figure out like a good set of animations that doesn't randomly like cause you, let's say, to run out of bounds when you catch a ball. Maybe I hate the animation where you get doubled and you can't pass it, even though you're spamming pass. And also like sometimes you might just step randomly back court. That's super annoying. Just those kind of animations that you don't really have any control. If they could just fix those, the game would be much more smoother and just overall a better game that won't make people rage. So, hope you like the changes. Please comment down below what you would like to change. Maybe something I missed, but that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. You guys the real ones.
Big addition.